I have taken a shine to very, very bright watercolor. I like a white paper, crisp white paper. I like Arch's bright white, which is not always easy to find. I've been looking at a lot of watercolor lately, and what I have learned is that usually the stuff that I like is in not watercolor, traditional watercolor like this, but Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus liquid watercolor. Highly, highly, highly pigmented watercolors. I didn't know that until recently, that there was such a thing, and no wonder I can't get those bright whites, because I don't have that kind of paint, and it makes a huge difference. We'll work on this little guy for a few minutes, and then sadly I have other things to do today instead. This is Skipper Dippins. Such a cutie pie. I took a workshop of Shauna Russell, and that's where these paintings came from. I did a couple different Bostons too, because this is what we did in the class. This was her reference photo. I didn't pick it. She picked it. It's not one of my Bostons. It's just a Boston that we did in her class. And it was so fun. I absolutely loved it. It was on something called Etcher, E-T-C-H-R, Etcher. Never heard of it. Just happened upon it. And she does it on bright white clayboard and uses the Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus liquid watercolor and gets these wonderfully vibrant. This is pretty bright, and these are my Holbeins, but I want it brighter. I want it more vibrant. Anyway, there's a couple more of these, but they're not at arm's length, so I can't show them to you. But Shauna Russell, amazing artist. I went to her Instagram account, and she's been posting to Instagram for just over 10 years, and I went back all the way to the beginning, and I looked at every single one of her pictures for the last 10 years. I spent a whole night getting to know this whose work I'd admired for so long and didn't know she was a real person or some kind of stupid, I don't even know how to say it. Anyway, go over, check out, I believe it's Weekday Best on Instagram. She has a website. You can buy prints of her work. I'm so excited to get a few of her prints. There are links to her classes and her workshops. And what's fascinating to me, and I love this, go back to the 10 years. It took some scrolling to go all the way back to when she started. But there is a Boston like this that she was experimenting with, one of her first. And he's really, really pale. And it was just her tiptoeing into something different. And eventually she made it her style, and she made it her own, that thing that she was tiptoeing into. But it's fascinating to go back and see their early work. Anybody that you admire on YouTube or otherwise, if they're on YouTube, it's really cool because you can go to their home channel, go to videos, and you can filter it, and it'll either put newest, most popular, or oldest. And if you hit the oldest button, it'll reverse the order, and so the oldest is on top. And you can see their early work. You can see that they're not Instagram perfect when they start. Most of them are not, unless they've cleaned up their channel and they've left only the most perfect ones. But a lot of them don't do that. You can see their style grow and change and morph into what they were doing when you found them. Not everybody starts there, right? And so it's fascinating to go back and look at early work of whoever. Look at early work of Picasso and early work of Monet and Salvador Dali. They all went to art school or studied art in some way, shape, or form. And Monet did not start as an impressionist. Dali did not start as a surrealist. Who was the other one? Picasso did not start as an abstractionist or an absurdist. They all started doing figure sketches and still life studies. It's so bizarre to see a work by Salvador Dali that's as normal gets. In fact, it's quite dull. You think, really? That's Dali? It is. Everybody starts somewhere, and going back, look at your Instagram people, the people that you really, really like on Instagram. Go back to when they started and see their earlier efforts. You'll be a little bit easier on yourself, I think, if you do that. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this mishmash of projects. I know. You take care. Let me know what you're working on as you're listening or watching. Are you watercoloring? Are you glue booking? What are you into these days? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you later. Majag at the lake. Out for now.